everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I filmed my everyday makeup routine, which is this look right here. If you do like how it looks and want to find out how I achieved it, please keep watching. After applying some moisturizer, I'll be going in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Just taking a small amount and dotting that around my cheeks, forehead, nose, and chin, and then rubbing that into the skin. As you can see, my eyebrows, they are already filled in, so you can expect to see an eyebrow tutorial up on my channel very soon. So now going in with foundation, I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 310 Sun Beige. Again, I'm just going to be dotting this all over my skin in an even layer. Also, my forehead is a little bit darker than the rest of my face, so if that part of my face looks a little bit mismatched, that's why. But as you continue watching, you'll see how everything does come together. So to apply the foundation, I'm going to be using a beauty blender. It's very important that you're wetting the beauty blender before you use it so that the sponge is damp once you're blending out your foundation. This is going to give you a very natural look, almost as if the foundation has just melted into your skin. So it's basically going to look like your skin but better. Take your time with this step just to ensure that everything is blended out evenly across your skin, you haven't missed any spots before moving on to the next step. Also, I will have all the products that I'm using listed down below in case you are interested in buying them for yourself as well. Don't forget to bring down your foundation onto your neck. Just take a little bit of the foundation that you're using on your beauty blender and just buff it out on your neck, because the last thing that you want is your face to be in one color and then your neck not to match. So just to avoid that from happening, bring a little bit down onto your neck and buff that out with your beauty blender. So our next step is going in with concealer. So the concealer that I use, and my absolute favorite concealer, is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. The color that I use is medium 1.5 Macadamia. I really feel like concealer takes your skin to the next level and really gives you that flawless finish. So I'll be applying this under my eyes just to cover up any dark circles. I'll also be applying it on my nose, in between my eyebrows, and a little bit on my forehead just to brighten up the face a little bit. And going back in with our damp beauty blender, I'm just going to be blending this all out. On the forehead, I'm doing it the exact same way I did the foundation, but with the under eyes and in between the eyebrows and the nose, I'm going to actually be using the pointy side of the beauty blender. Just because this is a smaller area, it'll give us a little bit more control and it'll be easier to blend everything out using the pointier side. Something I like to do is bring up whatever extra concealer I have onto my eyelids just to cancel out whatever darkness may be there. This is also going to help when we apply our eyeshadow. So this next step is completely optional and really does depend on the type of skin that you have. If you do have dark spots, acne scars that you can still see and want to conceal, you might want to do this step. So for me personally, I feel like around my mouth is a little bit darker than the rest of my face, so I will be going in with some concealer there. Also, I do have some acne scars that I can still see after my foundation, so I'm going to be concealing that as well. The concealer that I'm using is the same one that I used under my eyes, just in a darker shade. The shade I'm using is medium 2 Ginger. And again, just going in with your beauty blender, blending that all out. Alright, so once we're all blended out, we're going to be going in with some setting powder. The setting powder I'm using today is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 15 Light. I'm going to be going in and setting my under eyes, my laugh lines, and my forehead using a technique called baking. That's just when you add a little bit of excess powder onto those areas, let it sit for a while, and then later wipe it away. This is really good with people who have normal to oily skin like myself. If you have dry skin, I probably wouldn't recommend it because you can look a little bit cakey. But like I said, if you do have normal to oily skin, this should work fine for you. This technique is really going to help your skin look matte throughout the day and also keep your makeup very long lasting. So while the powder is setting, we're going to go in with some bronzer. The bronzer I'm using today is from the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. So going in on my cheeks, we're starting from kind of the middle of the ear towards the lip, but not all the way. So just keep on doing that with a light hand. We're then going to go on to the forehead and then later the jawline. What this is going to do, this is going to bring back some warmth and dimension onto our face. It'll also give the appearance of a smaller forehead, sunken in cheeks, and a more defined jawline. Taking a clean brush, we're going to be wiping off whatever excess powder may still be on our face from the baking that we did earlier. So just take a moment to make sure that there's no loose powder left on your face. Now we're going to be going in with blush. The blush that we're using today is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. To apply, we're going to be starting off at the apples of our cheeks and then just blending backwards, sort of to meet the bronzer that we already put prior. So again, just start off at the apples of your cheeks and blend it backwards right into the bronzer. Now going in with highlighter, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade 100 Molten Gold. I'm taking a smaller brush and just applying the highlighter directly on top of my cheekbones. And I'm just going to be doing the same exact thing on the opposite side. Once I do that, I do like to go in with a beauty blender and just go over the area where we put the bronzer, blush, and highlight, just to make sure that everything is blended in together and everything's just looking seamless. Now that the face is all done, we're going to move straight onto our eyes, which I like to keep very simple every day. So going back to that NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette, I'm taking the lightest, most orangey shade, and I'm just putting that all over my eyelid and also in the crease of my eye. I would recommend using just a fluffy brush. Honestly, I've had this one for years and I really don't know what brand or where it's from. It just really does do the job for me. But again, any fluffy brush would work for this step. I'm just taking the same shade, putting it all over my crease and also on the lid. Picking up a denser brush, we're going to be using the same color that we used on our eyelids and on our crease on the lower lash line. This is really going to complement the eye look that we already have going on here, and it's really going to make our eyes pop. Dipping back into that Maybelline highlighter we used earlier on our face, I'm just going to be highlighting the brow bone. I feel like this adds so much to a simple look and it really complements your eyebrows. To finish off the eyes, we're going to go back into the NYX palette one last time, picking up the darkest shade and a very small defined brush. I'm taking that shadow and lining it all across my lash line. This does mimic the effect of eyeliner. I personally don't wear eyeliner every day. It does take me a while to do. So to save time and for those of us who aren't too great at it, this is definitely a nice little trick. To pull the look together, we're now going to be going in with some mascara. My favorite mascara is the L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black, so that is what I'm using right here. I do like to apply quite a generous layer of mascara. To me, it just makes the look, so feel free to put as much or as little as you'd like. So the final step to achieving this look is the lipstick. Today I chose to wear Trendsetter by Huda Beauty. The color is beautiful and it's so comfortable to wear all day. So this is the completed makeup look. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next one.